San Antonio, Texas. A husband and wife are trapped inside their minivan after flash floods turned this road into a raging river. The water is only 3 feet deep, but it flows with enough intensity to overturn the van and drown the couple inside.
Just 12 inches of water can take your vehicle and take it downstream with you in it.
Captain Steve Boldway leads San Antonio's swiftwater rescue team. He arrives on the scene and orders his crew to work fast. 2 officers tie themselves to safety lines and venture out into the raging current, where one slip or misstep could spell disaster.
There is a certain way that you have to walk in that type of water. You have to keep your feet pointed upstream. If you turn around, turn your back to it, it will take your feet out from under you.
Using this technique, the 2 men arrive at the vehicle and try to calm the stranded couple. Meanwhile, from the other side, rescuers extend a 100-foot ladder toward the van. It may be their only bridge to safety. But the ladder isn't long enough. Now the only way to save the couple involves the one method that rescuers wanted to avoid: walking them to safety. The wife goes first. She is surprised by how cold and forceful the rushing water is. Thanks to the teamwork of the officers, she makes it to safety. The woman is torn between relief and worry, desperate for her husband to join her. Rookie rescuer Brian Bonner heads out to save the man. This is Brian's first swiftwater rescue, and any myth about beginner's luck runs out quickly. The current pins Brian against the cables of the guardrail, squeezing the air out of his lungs. Brian's partner rushes over to help him. The 2 men are no match for the powerful current. Brian and his partner are swept downstream. Fighting the current, they manage to cling on to their only hope for safety: an uprooted tree. Now the 2 rescuers are stranded themselves. Upstream, the rest of the team is getting desperate. The crew in the water has to retreat because of the intensifying current, and the van threatens to become swamped. The other crew tries to use a jet ski to go across the stream, but the water is flowing far too fast. Once again, the team's only option is to wade into the rushing floodwaters, but this time, they go out as a block of 4 rescuers in order to withstand the current. Meanwhile, Brian and his stranded partner are freezing in the chilly water. A Zodiac boat crew prepares to go after them. Back upstream, the current has pinned the quartet of rescuers against the guardrail. They pause to gather their strength, then trudge toward the van, which is shifting with each surge of muddy water.
I was worried that it might break loose and slide downstream at them and then pin them against the guardrail or even toss them into the water.
At last they arrive and give the relieved driver a helmet and life preserver, praying he'll need neither. Once they brace themselves for the flood's fury, all 5 men attempt the precarious walk back through the current. With every step they make, the rushing water threatens to pull them down. After several torturous minutes in the frigid water, they finally make it back to solid ground. But what about the rescuers who are swept downstream? The Zodiac crew has rescued the 2 men and delivered them safely to shore. Even after his abrupt ride downstream, Brian Bonner never doubted he and his buddy would emerge from their ordeal.
I felt that we had both been trained well, and I also knew that the other members of the crew I was with would be there to assist us.
Being there for each other and the victims is what the Swiftwater Rescue Team is all about. But a little common sense would make things a lot easier.
They would have been safe if they would have just turned around and gone back the other way. It would have cost them maybe another minute out of their travel time, but it's better than almost dying.